Merry Christmas, studs, or whatever holiday you guys celebrate where you live. Anyway, welcome to Ask MandRoriductions episode 59, I think. I feel like I say I think a lot after I say the episode number. That's probably what I do. But today, we have a lot of giveaways to do, and we also have a lot of questions to get through, so I'm going to try to get through this. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your Christmas. I am uploading this on Christmas because it just happened to fall on a Tuesday when I usually do Ask MNR, so I figured I would upload it on Christmas like I usually would. So this week's, or last week, what I was giving away was this Harry Potter Bricktober pack. I'm going to pick the winner right here in a second. That'll be the first thing I pick. I'll explain what I'm picking when I get there. And I'm also going to re-pick winners for the Holiday Train and the Droid Escape because the winners never emailed me. So if you win something this week, please email me. I can't send you a prize if you don't email me and tell me where to send your prize, alright? So make sure you guys email me so I can send you guys that stuff. And to enter to win this week, if you want to comment down below and leave a like on the video, all you have to really do is comment down below because that's where the winner is being picked from. But, you know, on your way down, you may as well. Why not? Leave a like. You can win the Clone Trooper Battle Pack from 2011 or this... I'm giving both of these away, not or, but someone's going to win this and someone's going to win this is what I'm trying to say. This is the 2018 holiday set. I just got a few of these from Amazon, so I was like, I'll give one away. This is a pretty neat little set, so I like it. I think someone will enjoy it, and someone will definitely enjoy this Clone Trooper Battle Pack. It's an old one, 2011. I remember getting this one when it came out. But yeah, you guys will definitely enjoy that. So, let's pick our winners for all those prizes that I just mentioned, and make sure you comment and like down below if you want to enter to win for next week's episode. So it's time to pick our winner from last week's video. We've copied the link. Copy. And then we also have all the comments down here. So a lot of you guys entered to win. We're going to paste the link over here. We're going to filter duplicate users. And we are going to pick a few winners. The first winner that I pick is going to be for the Harry Potter Bricktober pack. I'll put my email on screen right now. If you are the winner of any of these prizes, please email me so you can get your prize. The winner of the Harry Potter Bricktober pack is... Ding, ding, ding. Our winner song. So there you go, J Gold. You have won the Harry Potter Bricktober pack. Our next winner is going to be for the Lego Creator Christmas Train. And that winner is going to be... Drum roll, please. Ian Urtiaga Alvarez. So again, please email me. And our final winner is going to be for the Droid Escape set, which no one claimed as well. And that winner is going to be Johnny Neppa. It says, hey Ryan, what happened to your weird intros? Turns out making a weird intro every week is a little bit harder than you would think, because it takes a lot of creativity, and I'm only one person. But if you have any ideas, send me a message on Instagram with ideas. But that's all the winners for this week. Again, if you want to enter to win the Battle Pack or the Christmas set to win next week, make sure you comment and like the video down below. Back to our regularly scheduled program. Our first question comes from JForFan52. He says, are you going to have an Ask Him on Christmas? It appears so. It appears so. As long as I edit this video, I guess as I'm answering this question, I haven't really uploaded the video, so maybe there wasn't an Ask MNR on Christmas and I'm just lying to you, but as far as I know, there should be one as you're watching this on Christmas. RX2345 says, how do you keep white Lego white? I have an old set that I didn't touch for so long and the white has yellowed out. Do you have any tips to keep Lego from discoloring or reverse the change of discoloring? So I have tips for both of those. The first one is that if you don't want your white Lego pieces, and it also happens to other lighter colored yellow pieces because you can notice it a lot more, like light gray or just lighter colors in general, they'll become more yellowish in color. And the way to keep that or prevent that from happening is keep it out of direct sunlight. It's something to do with the UV light from the sun. It will discolor your Lego. So make sure you keep it out of direct UV light. That's a good step in the right direction. If you want to reverse the change of the discoloring, there are videos all over YouTube. Just look up something along the lines of how to fix discolored Lego or something like that, and you should have no problem finding a plethora of videos. I think in particular JangBricks has a very well done video on how to go ahead and fix some discoloration on your older Lego pieces. So I would recommend his video. He probably will give you a solid explanation on how to do it. And I've never personally done it, but I would go with JangBricks' video. You will have no issues fixing up your old yellow Lego. Classiest Dig wants to know what my favorite Lego Rewind is. So for those of you who don't know what Lego Rewind is, it's nothing like YouTube Rewind. It's this guy Nick on Planet Ripple. He's kind of a friend of mine. He does really awesome work, You guys should totally check out his channel. His videos are incredible. He puts a lot of time into these, but basically he takes a look at an old Lego theme and kind of goes through what it was or what it's become over the years, or, you know, he just takes a look at it in a historical perspective, and he does an excellent job of it. I would say my personal favorite episode is probably episode 3, the Power Miners episode. Of course, when he comes out with a Star Wars episode in the probably distant future, that will probably become my favorite, but right now my favorite has got to be episode 3, Power Miner. Xander says, do you think we'll get a new Tantive 4 set soon? So there have been rumblings, and I have no idea where this rumor came from, so I have no idea if it's true or not, because there are rumors that are more true than others, if that makes sense to you. But the rumor is that in May, we will be getting a UCS Tantive 4 for like $200. I didn't come up with that. I don't know where it came from, but I've been seeing it. Do I think it'll happen? It's entirely possible. I have no idea if we will, obviously, but I wouldn't hate it. Like, it wouldn't be the worst thing ever. Like, the last I guess you can't see it, but the last Tantive 4 they released was $150, so I guess something slightly scaled up from that and slightly less playset-y wouldn't be all that bad, especially for $200. A nice Tantive 4 for $200, I would be in. King Ev 321 says, do you like reading comments? Well, I'll tell you this, if I hated reading comments, I definitely wouldn't make this series. Jake wants to know what my favorite TV show is. Now, it's gonna hurt because I'm not gonna say Star Wars: The Clone Wars. As much as I like Star Wars: The Clone Wars, Breaking Bad was an experience for me that I'll never forget. I watched it all in about a 10-day span, and definitely the best TV show I've ever watched. I love Breaking Bad. I can't get away from that one. So Breaking Bad's gonna be my favorite TV show. Leonardo wants to know, have you ever considered learning another language? If yes, what would it be? I took 3 years of Spanish, 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. I know very little of it. At this moment, I don't really feel like I want to ever learn another language. It doesn't feel like it would be important to me. Like, obviously, like, you culturing yourself or whatever, but it's just not something that I think is worth my time. Like, I just don't see myself like, oh, I'm going to learn French and go to France for a week so I can use my, like, I don't really... I'm going to live in America my whole life. I don't need to learn another language. Aiden wants to know what my favorite set is, as well as my opinion on the new Overwatch line. So my favorite set is right there. It's the UCS Imperial Shuttle. It's always been my favorite set. Probably always will. I don't know what they could release that would really overtake that. Maybe like a really sick UCS Venator could top that one, but it would be tough. Well, maybe one day. I'd be interested to see if that ever happens. But the new Overwatch line I was actually able to pick up the other day at Walmart. You'll see a giant haul video tomorrow with all that, and I'll be doing reviews on them very soon. But I think in general they're a very well-priced, well-thought-out line. They've got some really good minifigures. Hopefully that's focusing. I like the double box art as well. I think that's neat. Although I kind of like having all the like product stuff on the back where it like shows off the features. So it's kind of a trade-off there. But in general, the line is not that bad. This is my favorite figure from it, by the way. And people are mad at me for saying that's my favorite figure, but I think it's my favorite figure. Pretty cool figure. See Hanzo and Genji there. I don't play the game, so I don't know too much about it. But obviously, I'm a Lego fan, so obviously I'm interested in them for that reason. And I don't think I'll ever play the game or get into the game at the very least. But I thought I'd pick up the sets. I bought all of them except one because Walmart didn't have that one. But I'll be getting the last one eventually because it's actually my favorite set of the whole wave. So that's kind of funny that they didn't have the one that I like the most. I think it's Watchpoint Gibraltar. It's got like the rocket ship and the what do you call it? It's got the launch tower for the rocket ship or whatever. So I think it's a well priced line as well. I think the prices are pretty good. Price per piece, like $40 for 455 pieces. You got $50 for 602, $30 for 419. Like, pretty dang good price per piece on a lot of these sets. So I think in general it's a very well done line. I think a lot of Lego or mostly Overwatch fans are going to be very happy with these, and I don't think that's a bad thing at all. So hopefully they do more Lego video game stuff. Lego Fortnite, por favor. Even though I don't play that game that much anymore. Although I did play it the other day for the first time in a couple months. But we'll just forget about that. Yeah, Lego Overwatch. Not that bad. Thomas wants to know what my favorite 2006 Lego Star Wars set is. And there weren't a lot of Lego Star Wars sets in 2006, actually. I think there were like 10 actual like individual sets. And I think my favorite one has got to be the ATSC. The UCS ATSC right up there. Oh my god, that is a really sick model. I think it was like $80, maybe it was 75, but that was a cheap UCS model, and oh my god, does it look good. So UCS ATSC, my favorite 2006 sets. Wants to know, did you watch the Vader fan film? I watched a few minutes of it, and fan films are not my forte. I find them always to be, I don't want to use the word cringy, because that's not really what it is, but like, it's kind of the word I would use to describe it. It's just like, I find it hard to watch something that's not the real thing, right? Like, if it's not actually made by like Disney or Lucasfilm, then it's like a, you know, it just feels like as good as it seemed to be, like the production value was pretty good, but it will always feel like a just kind of a somewhat cheap knockoff to the real thing, and I can't watch it. So I watched a few minutes of it. I wasn't overly impressed. If you enjoyed it, I hope you did. That's great, but wasn't my thing. Kyle said, why did LEGO stop making chrome bricks? Well, I have a couple theories. One is that it chips a lot, so it's not very durable, doesn't last a long time, so people are probably getting upset after a couple years when their chrome pieces were chipping, and they're like, hey, LEGO, what's going on here? And then LEGO didn't want to replace them, whatever. And then on top of that, it probably was pretty expensive to make chrome parts, so they're probably like, we'll cut costs and not make chrome parts. And they have brought chroming back, though. For whatever reason, with the Darth Vader pod, LEGO decided to bring back, like, chrome for the actual pod. So maybe they'll do more chrome stuff in 2019. I don't know, but I found that interesting that they brought it back last year in 2018 this year, and I don't know. I don't know exactly why they stopped making it. I listed a couple theories there, which I think are probably pretty spot on, but we'll probably never get an official statement, obviously. Jack says, hey, MandRproductions, do you know if there's going to be a new Brickhead set next year? So there's going to be a few seasonal / promo Brickheads next year. There's going to be a clown. There's the dragon set for like the Chinese, although that's going to be available in America, I think. And then the other Brickheads we have is a puppy for Valentine's Day. We have a chick for Easter, we have a ghost for Halloween, we have a reindeer for Christmas, and we also have an elf and an elfie for Christmas. So pretty solid slew of Brickheads for next year as far as seasonal sets go, but as far as like regular sets, I don't think we're getting any like regular Lego Brickheads, so that's where that is going to be. King of Stones YouTube says, what do you think about the new 2018 Star Wars sets? So I just finally got them all yesterday, and I think they're decent. It's probably one of the worst waves in a few years, if not ever. Like, it's a pretty bad wave overall. But if you really want to know what I think, check out my reviews when they come out, and check out my thoughts videos from the past if you want to see what I was thinking back when the pictures came out. But I would mostly just say wait for my reviews in the coming week, and you'll see what I think about each set individually. Poppin' Cherry says, I want to get the newest Death Star dollhouse, but a lot of people hate it, and I don't really want to be put down for buying it. No, I've never had a Death Star before. What should I do? So I'll tell you this. Like, I might say a lot of bad things about the Death Star, right? But I don't want you to feel like if you want to buy the Death Star, that's a bad thing, right? Like, if you want the Death Star, man, go get the goddamn Death Star. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's up to you. Like, don't let what other people think about a certain product or whatever kind of influence you in that way. Maybe you watch a review and like you decide you don't like it. That's the point of watching the review. But don't let the reviewer's opinion make that decision for you. Try to make that decision for yourself. Like, maybe the review, if I was reviewing that set, which I don't think I did review the newer one, but if I reviewed it and I said I personally didn't like it, that's fine, right? Like, I don't like it. But if you still like it after watching my review, like you saw all the features and everything, you thought, hey, that's pretty cool, that's pretty neat, I would like to have that, then man, go out and buy it. Go out and get it. Like, you buy what you want. Like, don't worry about what other people say. Don't let people put you down for buying that set. Like, just, if you want it, go get it, man. Yasta Bricks says, where do you cross the line of where a price to piece is reasonable or unreasonable? So, the first line is like the fan-invented line of 10 cents per piece. So a set like this, 197 pieces, $20, that is more than 10 cents per piece. So most people would say, well, that's not under the 10 cents per piece ratio, so it must be of bad value. However, there's more than just price per piece that goes into a price of a set. So I kind of don't look at price per piece anymore. Like, it's kind of unreasonable to do that. So you have to consider the licensing. You also have to consider whether or not you personally think it's worth it. You have to consider whether or not you think the pieces in it are worth it. The minifigures are any good. Like, there's a lot more that goes into it than just price per piece. Now, for me personally, there's no real line for me anymore. I don't just say like, oh, it's over 13.2 cents per piece. Can't buy that one. That one's overpriced. Nah, it just isn't like that. So it's much more like subjective, where you just kind of look at each set on its own and decide whether or not you think it's worth it. Laz Pierce says, how does Darth Vader know what to get everyone for Christmas? He feels their presence. Ooh. Will Nelson Smith says, who's your favorite Lego minifigure and who is your worst minifigure? I think my favorite Lego minifigure is Sheriff Deadpool. I find that figure to just be a really fun Lego minifigure. I think it looks pretty cool in my display case. I don't really have a least favorite minifigure, although I guess you could just throw one of the many Jar Jar Binks renditions in there. Honestly, maybe Captain Phasma, just because like they could have made that figure in chrome, it would have been cool, but then they didn't, so it's not cool. Tobias says, did you ever have a phase where you stopped collecting Lego sets? So in the Lego community, that's known as a dark age, basically a period of time when you don't buy or really do anything with Lego, and then you kind of get back into it. So I've never really had that. So like I started collecting like 2002, 2003. I've never really like stopped for any extended period of time that I was just like not doing anything with Lego. It's been part of my life for a long time now, and probably will be forever. So like I've never had that experience. I think it would be an interesting experience perhaps, but it's not one that I particularly care to go through. John says, MNR, what sets of the very first wave of LEGO Star Wars sets do you have? I have all of the sets from 1999, and I'll actually be making videos on those in 2019, so make sure you stay tuned on the channel for that. And our final question comes from Little Yoda, and it says, do you think LEGO Fortnite would be a good / popular idea? Simple answer to this, yes. So with that being said, guys, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like. If you do want to win one of these awesome prizes for this week, or one of the prizes that I was giving away in the previous week that no one ever decided they wanted to win, so they didn't email me, make sure you comment down below and leave a like on the video, and you'll be entered for a chance to win. And if you won this last week, make sure you contact me before you don't win it. If you don't contact me in 7 days, I'll have to give it to someone else. So that's that. That's all my giveaway stuff for this week. Hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas. Hope you got some awesome gifts if you did celebrate Christmas today. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And that's all I have for you guys today on MandRoriductions episode 59. I'll see you all next week in the new year.